I'm Bridget from Bridget Flowers. Today I have a special treat for you. I will show you how to make a flower arrangement with a combination of fresh fruit and flowers. I have my fruit ready here, which I have chosen for apples this time because they have such a lovely red color. I have some foliage, then I have a tray with floral foam and some cellophane. I have my tools, a floral snipper and a knife. And then I have some flowers here, moss and greenery. So the first step to make this arrangement is to prepare your tray. So I have here a lovely wooden tray for some rustic effect. I soaked some floral foam and then I protected the tray with some cellophane so your tray doesn't get wet, and it's also to protect it for the moss. So the first step is to put the moss around the floral foam, as this hides as well your bits of cellophane and it gives it a nice and finished effect. So we just dress it nicely like this, and then the next step is to cut off all the bits of your cellophane so it's not visible anymore. And by placing some cellophane here, you can also water your floral foam, and that means when you work with fresh flowers you can always let them drink more and you can put more flowers in and they last much longer, rather as when there's no water in it. So, and instead of using a wooden tray, you can also work with a nice glass tray, something like a cake plate. As long as it's low and long, then it works good. So we have here the base of our tray ready, and then we start putting all kind of apples here on it, or the fruit that you like to choose, just like a nice combination. So if you want to give this arrangement to a loved one or a friend, then you might want to transport it from the place where you make it, from your kitchen, to their home. So in that case, you can take all your apples and you can put a little stick in the bottom, and then you put the stick in the floral foam. So that way the flowers or the apples will have a solid base and they won't move around when you transport it. Now I have my base ready with apples, and as you can see I place them randomly over the dish. That gives it a more natural effect. So what I do is I have this leaf shine, and that's specially made to spray your house plants to make the leaves more shiny. So I'm gonna spray this over the apples so the apples will be more shiny as well. And once I have the flowers and the greens, it will come up much brighter. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to place some of the autumn leaves that I found. So I have these acers, and the acers, they have the really nice, the same colors as the apples. So I'm going to fill the little gaps between the apples from the floral foam. And also I found some really nice Chinese maple, and the Chinese maple is a green with some really nice green berries, and the green berries usually will be brown, but I think the green effect is also very nice. So we're going to place some of these to make also a bit of high-low effect. To make this arrangement we keep the flowers quite low, so we have really short stems, and that keeps it nice to place on your table as a lovely centerpiece. So we have here a little base ready. So then we start with some flowers. So the flowers that I use are heleniums, and heleniums are actually family from the sunflower. You see it has the same shape. It's just like a mini sunflower. So I'm going to place some of the heleniums as well between arrangement in groups. Very short stems, and I like to use my knife to cut the flowers off. But you can use also your floral snipper or your scissors. And the heleniums also have very nice little buds, and they open up as well when you place them in the arrangement. But I use them more because they give such a lovely natural effect to the arrangement. Then my other flower that I use is actually not a flower, but it's seed, and it's a Chinese lantern. And you see the Chinese lantern, they start from dark orange, they go lighter to the top, and the green ones, they turn orange later on. I start to use only the orange ones, and I cut the stems off with one lantern, so they're easy to place in the arrangement. So the orange ones, they dry in very nicely, so then your arrangement lasts longer. The green ones, they don't dry because they're going to be brown after a couple of weeks. The idea to make this arrangement actually started because we had so many apples on our tree in our garden, and they all started falling down. So many nice colored apples on the grass was a bit of a shame, so I thought, why not combine flowers and fruits together? And as you see, it's starting already to look like a really nice combination, a really nice arrangement like this. So again, I'm gonna put a few more of these helenium flowers in. And it's really nice to keep them in groups, because that keeps the natural effect in arrangement. And of course, if you don't have an apple tree, you can go to the supermarket and buy your apples. But you can also make this really nice with, for example, with pears or with pomegranates. There's so many fruits that when you look in the supermarket or in your grocery shop, that have a nice combination and color-wise, so good to use in arrangements. My arrangement is nearly ready. Some people might like it like this. It's very safe. It's naturally orange, red colors, yellow, very autumnal. But I like to give it a little bit more spice, so I'm gonna add some of these vibrant bright blue delphinium flowers. So it gives a bit more drama to the arrangement. So these delphinium flowers, they have some very nice long stems to the flowers. So they're perfect to separate and then place them in arrangement. So I'm going to place them here as well between the apples and the flowers. And you see this gives it a very unique effect to the arrangement. But of course, if it's too much drama for you, then just keep it with your original flowers. Put some more heleniums in and some more Chinese lanterns, and it's nice as well. So I'm going to place 4 of these delphiniums. And you see my arrangement is finished. So this makes a lovely gift for a loved one or friends. As you see, it's quite easy to make yourself. And if you have a dinner party coming up soon, it's also very nice to place it as a centerpiece in the middle of the table. And it's a nice point to talk about if you make it yourself. So I'm sure you enjoyed watching this film. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. The link is here. And if you know someone who might love this video as well, please feel free to share it. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.